Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
White 80! Hey, I'm coming.
They'll run with the second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And the Dolphins first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
That's another Dolphins.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Switch gears.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Here we go. Point the flag. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They run it with Ballage. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Set, ready. Go to base. 50. Here we go.
Play action, now Taylor. And his throw here is incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and that'll bring up second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Regular. Hey. 50 to Mike. 50.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Ed Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do.
Check safety. Kill.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Beasley signed with the Bills in March just before his 30th birthday after 7 years with the Cowboys, hoping that he can be a very valuable slot receiver in Buffalo. Just under 700 yards last year and 3 touchdowns in Dallas. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Tighten up. Alert. Check right.
Now Allen. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Alert.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Bill.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 13-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. They run here with Singletary, and that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Going to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out that just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here we go. 58.
Hey, exit.
58.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Get him on. West.
Hey, we got Mike Fitz. Mike.
To throw is Taylor. Throwing again. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
At the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Then he finds Beasley complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
And the Bills' 1st down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Alert!
Allen And Beasley with it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
First down, Buffalo.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
49, check 49, check 49.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Taco Charlton make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Taco Charlton in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Bills have taken the lead. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down.
That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin 1st down.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Fitzpatrick. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
50.
Kill.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Fitzpatrick on first down. And down he goes. Fitzpatrick sacked. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Fitzpatrick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Fitzpatrick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
A big loss on the play. Brings up fourth down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
34. Kill.
Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, fellas.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Just work with me a second here because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So now after the sack, third and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. Throwing on third and long. Fitzpatrick. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a second down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
And a big play there on second down, but we do have a flag on the field. This is in the area where it might be coming back. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Joker, 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 Joker.
From the gun, it's Allen. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
A pickup of 15 yards, but it's now third down.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Good track, good track.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was a safety, Rashad Jones, that time, who was able to break up the play. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And an alley to run. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Let's go, let's bring it.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And it's caught by Parker. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go one more.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 39.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
We saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Out of the gun, Dobbs. This will be caught by Brown. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal.
Here we go.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it, and he's going to have the connection to Foster. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. To the air, Allen steps away to his left. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll make it 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's caught by Crabtree. Touchdown, Buffalo. Michael Crabtree, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
9 yards on the first down. Keeper, and it's 2nd and 1.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Balaj. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Downs to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check, 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 check.
Regular.
Allen now looks to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Block 52. 52.
And here's Allen operating from the gun. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
56, 56.
Allen going to throw. Then he finds Beasley, complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From midfield, here's Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to you...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now Balaj. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And they take a knee. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Dolphins, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.